Hi, welcome to Cap-Off Firearms Training Academy. Thank you for your choice and your decision that you made to come to us for your renewal. This is your California CCW renewal 8-hour class. First off, we want to make sure that we check and clear any firearms that are in the building. No ammo or live ammunition in the classroom at any time. Keep your action open and your safety on. Do not handle your firearms unless you're specifically directed to do so. You guys have all signed in. You all have your CCW permits now, and you're looking to renew them. So on your application, make sure you leave the serial numbers blank. Sign the release of liability, your last application, or whatever county that you're applying for. And hopefully, you've looked into getting your Arizona application set. Because we really do stress that you get an outside of California CCW, because California is a zero reciprocity state. Nobody accepts our CCWs as reciprocity, and California doesn't accept anybody else's as reciprocity. So I highly recommend that you look into getting another state to be able to enhance the reciprocity so you don't have to leave your firearm at home once you cross the state lines. Arizona specifically has close to 30 some odd states in reciprocity, and that's why we recommend them. They're very easy to work with, and it's all online. All you need is your credentials here of your current CCW and your certificate of completion of this course, along with your payment. Send it into Arizona online, and they will mail you your CCW from Arizona. Highly recommend you look into it. Housekeeping. Well, we're all adults. If you got to take a bathroom break, take a bathroom break. Don't need to raise your hand, anything like that. Cell phones, if you have your cell phones, please mute them, turn them off at this time. The fire emergency, well, in this particular building, I do my stewardess impersonation. You have an exit here, an exit there, and an exit over here, along with fire extinguisher on the wall. Food, lunch, and drinks. Make yourself comfortable. Get yourself a drink. Feel free to bring your lunch and eat your lunch at any time. Main idea is that you stay comfortable. Active class participation. The more that you participate, the less of me. If you have a question, ask the question. The only dumb question that there is the one you already know the answer to. You just want to ask it to argue with me. If you don't know the answer to the question, it's not a dumb question. Chances are somebody else doesn't know the answer either, and you're asking a question that might help them. In the event of medical emergency of any sort, I am an outdated EMT but retired volunteer fire chief. I still retain the knowledge. I'll make contact with the patient. Does anybody else in the room have advanced medical training? An old EMT, great. So you and I will make contact with the patient should we have to. We've been doing this over 5 years. Haven't had to do it yet. There's only going to be one person who calls 911 in the event that we do need 911 services. Everybody else just kind of stand back. If we need your assistance, we'll point to you and bring you into the situation if it dictates. So basic and advanced skills. Creating a training program. Dry firing. Fundamental drills. Speed and precision drills. Flashlight holds. Virtual training. And hopefully your next steps. Creating a training program. Everybody likes to go to the range, and everybody stands there at the range, 10 toes on the line, in a static position, and they shoot at a target that's standing still. And they think that that's all the training that they need to do. Au contraire, mon frere. If that's all you're going to train to do, all you're training to do is to be a statistic. You need to learn how to train to be proficient with your firearm. Yes, there is advantages to going to the range and training from a static position. But just like anything else, you start off with these small little baby steps, and then you work your way up through the different forms of training and develop a training regiment and or training program to help move you along so you're not just stuck in one spot and that's the end of your training and you think that your training is sufficient. It's not. Get with a certified instructor. Much like martial arts programs, everybody starts off at a white belt, but everybody wants to do black belt stuff. It doesn't work that way. You have to take the steps and you have to slowly learn and achieve the different building blocks that achieve the next level of building and then the next level of building. Get with a certified instructor, learn to train correctly, and learn to train to be able to protect your life and the lives of your loved ones. Dry fire training. We've already talked a little bit about dry fire training. We've talked a lot about dry fire training. We're going to talk about it a little bit more. Yes, it is that important. Get yourself a dry firing system that fits within your budget, fits within your training regiment, and actually start dry firing. You should be shooting 75% dry fire, 25% live fire. It is so much less expensive to shoot dry fire than it is to go to the range, waste a bunch of money shooting live ammunition and not learning anything from it. You're just reinforcing all of your old bad habits. iDryFire.com, great system. I am looking forward to making that purchase for myself. It is a magazine that inserts into the bottom of your firearm. It has a trigger disconnect so that it allows that trigger to keep working over and over and over again. A lot of people will tell you when you're dry firing, you have to reset that slide. Some of those different products, yes, you do have to reset that slide. Some people are even under the impression that you're developing muscle memory, click, slide, and then when you go out and have to actually do it, that muscle memory kicks in, you go bang, and then you eject a perfectly good round to slide. Does that actually happen? I don't know. Could happen. But the product that I'm talking about has a separate magazine with a trigger disconnect that eliminates the having to rack the slide. It also does a little Wi-Fi connection to a laser cartridge that sits in the chamber of your pistol. So every time you pull the trigger, the Wi-Fi signal shoots the laser out of the bore of your pistol. Great program. You don't even need a target at the house to do it because the laser is actually bright enough that you can put it on different parts of the wall and still see the laser. They do make targets that are laser sensitive and that do react to the laser hitting. Those are great. Set those around the house. Make it a competition between you and your other of who can shoot more targets than the other. Make it a game. Train in a game and develop your skills. Make your skills better. Dry firing is huge. Fundamental drills. Get with your certified instructor. Have them walk you through different types of drills. Other drills that once you get the basics, that you can go out onto the range and start learning how to do movement, learning how to get off the X, and different drills. There are 1,000,001 different movement drills out there that are going to help you, one, stay alive, and two, they're a lot of fun. Get with a certified instructor, find out about these different drills. YouTube's a great source. You can see all kinds of different drills on YouTube. Speed and precision drills, same thing. You work on your speed, you work on your precision. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Once you get it to the point to where you can't get it wrong, so does your speed increase. And the quicker your speed increases, the quicker and more proficient you become. The more proficient you become, the more confident and competent you become. The more confident and competent, the better you are as a legal CCW carrier. Drawing from the holster. In tips and drills, we go over it pretty good. We also go over it pretty good in the class. You'll probably see an excerpt from one of our live classes on actual holster work. I highly recommend that you learn holster work. Practice your draw stroke. If you can't smoothly and efficiently draw your pistol with your stroke, the less comfortable, the less confident, the less competent you become. I think we all have seen the footage of a Secret Service agent in Butler, Pennsylvania, trying to figure out where that holster was. She's a Secret Service agent. She has been through hours, hundreds of hours of firearm training. And here she was in a real life stressful situation and couldn't find her holster. Holster work, draw stroke, learning how to put your pistol back in your holster is huge. It's all part of it. If you don't use it, you lose it. These are all perishable skills. They all integrate into being a confident and competent gun owner. We talked about the flashlights, the different handholds of the flashlight, different uses for the flashlight, weapon-mounted flashlights. If you've never done it, try it. Then get yourself a certified instructor to teach you how to do it correctly. And you'll be amazed at how difficult holding on to a flashlight and accurately shooting your firearm actually is. But it's all part of the training, because you're not always going to be in broad daylight when it happens. You very well may be in a low light situation, because bad guys are like cockroaches. They don't come out in the daytime. They're more like the darkness. And that's where bad things happen. What's the old saying? Nothing good happens in this town after midnight. Because things are going on in the dark. Bad guys don't like their dirty deeds to be out in the open. They like them concealed. Learn how to use a flashlight. Virtual trainings. Virtual training is amazing. A lot of fun. And you can learn very, very valuable lessons in a virtual setting rather than having it to learn the hard way. So we'll go back to my beautiful bride. And I had always taught her to continue pulling that trigger until the threat has been eliminated. We went to a simulator. It was a lot of fun. Gas guns, gas blowback actually operates the slide, little laser comes out of the bore, and it's like a real life video game. It's a lot of fun. If you have the opportunity, do some research, look into the virtual training. We happened to go through a scenario where it was in a industrial type setting with the oil tanks and different types of refinery style equipment. And the bad guy comes into view. My beautiful blushing bride takes the shot, beautiful place shot, drops the guy right there on the screen. She starts looking around for more work. About that time, the guy on the screen kind of comes to, pulls a gun, and shoots her. Thank God it was a virtual and not real life. But it was at that moment the light bulb came on. Don't stop shooting until you've eliminated the threat. We reran the scenario. It comes out, the threat comes into view, she shoots and continues to shoot until the threat was eliminated. It clicked. She understands it. I have absolutely zero worry of her only shooting somebody one time if she has to and calling it good. Guarantee the lesson learned in that virtual training could very, very potentially save not only her life, but my life, or maybe one of your loved ones' lives. So get some virtual training if you can. Like I said, they're a lot of fun. You learn a lot without having to pay the price of real life mistakes. And take the next steps. Keep training. Keep seeking out other training. Seek out the certified instructors to help you train. If you are ever in our area, give us a call. We have several, 6 or 8 different classes that we have implemented right now to help people train, to take them from standing 10 toes on the line and shooting at a static target like we all train. And then we expand on that. And we actually have tactical gunfighting classes that's going to help keep us alive should our worst day ever happen. I beg of you to start training and continue your training. Don't just let it stop and think that you're good. Train, train, train. Elvis Presley. Train, train. A pint of sweat will save a gallon of blood. General George S. Patton. Aim for the high mark and you'll hit it. No, not the first time. Maybe not the second time. Maybe not even the third time. But aiming and keep shooting for the... Aim for the high mark and you'll hit it. No, not the first time. Maybe not even the second time. Maybe not even the third time. But keep aiming and keep shooting only for practice will make you perfect. Perfect practice makes you perfect. Finally, hit the bullseye and get your success. But you're only going to get there by training. Create a training program, fundamental drills, speed and precision drills, virtual simulations. We just covered all of that.